Hey everybody, how you doing? It's Brady here at Bud Robinson Motorsports. It's that time of year where we got to start thinking about getting snow out of our driveways and around our property. So the setup that we got going right here, you got a C-Force 800 from CF Moto, you got a Bercomac Snowblower 54 inches wide, and you got a set of Camso tracks. So I'm going to do a little review on all the components that are on here and show you the ultimate snow removal machine. Please enjoy this video. Okay, so let's start with the machine itself that's actually pushing everything around. So this is a 2024 C-Force 800 by CF Moto. It is a V-twin 800cc engine with a CV Tech transmission, so continuously varying transmission. Now on this, you're going to see mounted in the middle of the handlebars is the controller for the Bercomac Snowblower. So you'll see the blower up there. On here, you've got a kill switch. You've got your, it says light, but this one we didn't put the light on it. And then your joystick, if you watch up there, you can control your yaw, so the angle that you're going to shoot it off to the side. And you can also control the pitch of where the snow is going. So if you need to keep it down low and blow it straight into the bank, no problem, you can keep it down low. If you want to get it out as far as possible, you can have it up nice and high. Okay, on here, on the controls of the ATV, you've got your transmission, so your ignition switch, horn, hazards, signal lights, high beam, low beam. Coming across in the front, you got the gauges here. And then on here, you got your two-wheel drive, four-wheel drive, and diff lock. Okay, throttle down low, parking or brake up front with a parking lock on it. Okay, this is a two-up seat on it, so you could take a passenger with you. In the summer, if you're out on tour, I think if you're blowing snow, you probably aren't going to find a passenger that actually wants to go out for a ride with you. Okay, moving my way up the side here, you're looking at your gear shift here, USB and 12-volt charger there. And then coming up to here, we have the Bercomac Snowblower. So this is the 54-inch Berco. With this, you can also, there are several different sizes. I believe there's a 48, a 54, a 55, a 64, and a 72. I have a 72-inch on order. It should be in here any day. It's a pre-sold unit. It'll be going out, but I am looking forward to seeing that one. Okay, so when you come up into the front here, you just see how the augers are going to move everything up to the chute. Okay, two-stage unit, so it comes up into here. That is going to put it up into the chute up here, which is going to send it out through the top of the chute. On this, there are two different motor choices that you have with this. You can get a Honda, or you can get the All Power. There's a different manufacturer's name for this. I'll find out what it is. I believe this one's 14 horsepower, and the Honda is 21 horsepower. Okay, so with this, you do have electric start up on the gauge up here. Okay, so that's what this is. That will start it for you. So this does have its own motor. It has its own gas tank. It runs completely independent of the ATV. So you don't rely on your ATV at all to power this. Okay, so on here, gas tank, exhaust, air, cylinder head, oil, and then the way that these work, okay, you can see there's a set of casters down on the bottom, and then there's a pivot right here. So that pivot, essentially off of the wheel here, it pivots the head up and down. Your winch is actually what is used to control the lift on that. Okay, so that hooks onto the bottom of it. As you pull your winch in, it is going to lift the front of this up off the ground. Okay, so if you're moving across, running down the street to go do your neighbor's driveway, you're just going to lift this right up, and you're going to run down the street with it that way. Like every snowblower, you'll see a set of slides on the bottom here. Okay, so you can adjust the depth of the cut on the bottom down in here. So your slides are going to set the blade along the back. So you can adjust how close you do get to the ground with your blower. Okay. These are impressive machines. I've seen lots of them run in the past. They definitely outperform your typical walk-behind snowblower. Okay. Now, one of the other things that makes this the ultimate snow removal machine is no matter how deep the snow is or how slippery everything is outside, you're not going to be spinning your tires, and you don't have to put a set of chains on your tires, which a lot of the times damage your drive shafts. With these, you're looking at the Camso T4S track system. So this setup is specific to the 800. So you'll notice the sprocket back in here. Okay, that sprocket is specific to this machine. Okay, same with the one on the back. Now the biggest advantage to this is the amount of traction you're going to get. The size of the footprint, or the patch that touches the ground, is much larger than your wheels are going to be. So if you get into deeper snow, you get a lot more float because of the size of the footprint. Okay. With these, you do lose quite a bit of top end speed with them. You get a lot of torque, but you lose quite a bit of the top end speed. Okay. Very impressive though. On the back, you'll see here, this is part of the Bercomac Snowblower. So to put the Berco on, what you're going to do is this piece right here is going to be sitting on the floor. You're just going to drive right over top of it. So you'll see that push tube goes all the way underneath the machine. Okay, so you see that push tube? That goes all the way underneath the entire length of the machine and up to the blower. That just hooks onto the receiver for your trailer hitch. So you pop this right here, this flips back, and it just drops down to the floor. From there, side to side, to control the yaw so that it doesn't get away on you, okay, you just have a turnbuckle here and here, comes up to the push tube, and then connects to the control arm just with a little piece of webbing. So that is what keeps the snowblower from drifting side to side when you're turning. Okay. And that is it. That is your ultimate snow removal machine. Okay. So if you got any questions about the either Camso tracks, the Bercomac Snowblower, or a C-Force 800 from CF Moto, please give us a call at Bud Robinson's, 705-256-5326. Thanks a lot for watching. Take care. Have a great day.